Hello everyone, welcome. In the previous video I talked a little about leafy greens salad. In this video I will talk a little about nuts. If you like it, press the like button, comment, share the video. This is the third of a sequence of videos where I will talk a little about food that I eat every day, and also a few beverages. In the first video of this sequence I talked a little about vegetable soup, and in the second about leafy greens salad. Check them out. If you follow this channel, you know that I have only 2 meals each day. In the first meal I have, among many other things, my nuts mix. In this video I will repeat some information that I have mentioned in the previous videos of this sequence. The goal is to stress the importance of that information. As I said in the previous videos of the current sequence, vegetables have their defenses against evil predators like us, humans. So my nuts are chosen taking into consideration my sensitivities. I must be particularly careful about oxalates, therefore I don't eat, for instance, almonds. I am also careful about lectins, so I rarely eat, for instance, cashews or peanuts, which, by the way, are legumes, not nuts. My nuts mix includes 10 pistachio nuts, a handful of walnuts, 4 hazelnuts, 3 macadamia nuts, and 3 small or 2 big Brazil nuts. I am aware that these nuts also contain a considerable amount of oxalates. Therefore, I avoid eating more than the quantities that I have just mentioned. Although many times I would really appreciate eating some more. Let me show you something. Can you see this part of a pistachio nut? This brown part? I hope you can see it. Please pay attention to this part of a pistachio. Eat it, don't throw it away. It's rich in polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that reduce inflammation and protect against chronic diseases. And this, Brazil nut. Don't eat too many Brazil nuts. There is no selenium-richer food, and selenium supports immune health and cognitive function. But over the recommended daily intake, it becomes toxic and dangerous, for instance, for thyroid function. My daily mix of nuts is something that I can't live without. They contain not only the aforementioned antioxidants, but many other crucial nutrients like fat and protein. If you need to gain some weight, eat a handful of macadamia nuts every day, and you will get there healthily. If you need to increase your daily intake of protein, avoiding the nasty consequences of having too much highly processed foods like whey powders or too much meat, use walnuts or pistachio nuts to reach that goal safely. If you are more of the mind the calories type of person, bear in mind that nuts are real food, containing almost all of the nutrients you need, and none of that stuff that shouldn't even be called food. That famous statement, a calorie is a calorie, is just ignorance BS. Eaten in proper amounts, nuts provide you only beneficial calories. Next, you will be able to see a few images of my tennis training session. Back to indoors. This is the only structure in my city that makes it possible to play tennis during periods of bad weather. Unfortunately, there is currently a conflict and a legal dispute involving it. Forgive me, let me just say a few words about this situation. Mr. Cabrita made this structure available for more than 15 years now. Without him, it wouldn't exist. One may like him or not, but he's a veteran who deserves to at least be treated with fairness. In this training session, we tried to practice some serve returns. The undisputed greatest tennis player of all time, who is also among the greatest athletes of all time, Novak Djokovic, is an amazing example. What's wrong about him? It's almost impossible to do what he did and still does. In the next video, I will talk a little about chocolate and cloves. Now, if you like what I regularly publish, subscribe to the channel and press the bell to receive all the notifications. See you soon.